Isn't that sweet? He's confusing me with one of his sons again. Wow, do you think he's flirting with me? What is this?
That single line captures exactly where Jimmy Kimmel and Donald Trump find themselves today. Trump can't stop bringing him up. Kimmel can't stop finding it funny. And right in between, a $250 million fraud lawsuit is unfolding with the former president's sons taking the witness stand. This is that story. Part 1, the dig that set everything in motion. Trump stepped on stage at a rally in Indiana, Pennsylvania, and rather than addressing policy, the economy, or any concern his voters raised, he decided to critique Jimmy Kimmel's performance hosting the Oscars.
Has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? His opening was that of a less than average person trying too hard to be something which he is not and never can be. Get rid of Kimmel and perhaps replace him with another washed up but cheap ABC talent, George Slopanopoulos.
6 months after the Oscars ceremony, at a political rally before thousands of supporters, Kimmel caught wind of it that same evening, walked over to his desk, and looked straight into the camera.
Okay, now, see if you can guess which former president just posted that on Tuesday. Anyone? No? Well, thank you, President Trump. Thank you for watching. I'm surprised you're still... Isn't it past your jail time?
No fury, no sermon, just a man who understands the punchline writes itself. Part 2, the son in the courtroom. While Trump was replaying Oscars highlights at campaign stops, his son Don Jr. sat in a New York courtroom testifying in a $250 million fraud lawsuit targeting the family empire. His argument was straightforward.
I'm not supposed to rely on a big five accounting firm, like one of the biggest accounting firms in the world. I can pay them millions of dollars. I rely on them to do accounting, but I'm supposed to know more than them. By this logic, insurance companies are going to start suing patients for listening to their doctors.
Blame the accountants. Kimmel caught wind of this and did exactly what he always does. He read it back to the room, no commentary attached.
Posted that his dad is the father of hotel gyms. He said, maybe someone put a gym in a building somewhere, but no one did it at the scale of my father. He's saying that his father, the father of the hotel gym, is a guy who's never stepped inside one.
The crowd laughed. Kimmel moved on. No lingering, no outrage, just the next piece of evidence. Part 3, the rumor mill. Don Jr. watched the monologue. Fired off an angry response. Framed it around Hollywood elites. 3 hours later, a story began circulating online claiming Don Jr. had called the police on Jimmy Kimmel. He hadn't. There was no station, no report number, no actual crime committed. Just a thumbnail, a fake siren sound, and the word breaking slapped onto something that amounted to nothing. Kimmel addressed the rumor the following night. Then pivoted straight back to the trial. Part 4, the pattern. Here's what Kimmel worked out. Trump and his circle require the role of the victim. Victimhood is the merchandise. Every jab, every court appearance, every late-night joke gets repackaged as oppression and resold to the base as confirmation that the system is stacked against them. Kimmel's nightly response to all of it never changes. He states what occurred. He reads the quotes aloud. He allows the audience to connect the dots on their own.
Memoriam montages. He even worked my wife in there. Should I be worried that Trump has mentioned my wife more times at his rallies this year than his own? I also want to point out the Oscars were more than 6 months ago. He's still stewing over this joke. He keeps bringing it up, which I don't mind at all. In fact, I love it. I just wish he would quote it correctly. I didn't say, ha, 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 he thinks he bothers me.
No frustration, no split-screen showdown, no tagging Trump fishing for a retweet, just the documentation. Read out loud, in sequence. Part 5, Trump fires back again. Trump couldn't walk away from it. He posted about the Oscars a second time. Got the quote wrong once more. Dragged Kimmel's wife into it. Called him one of the least intelligent people on earth.
I know your cognitive abilities are declining faster than the price of Truth Social stock, so if it helps, I'm happy to send you one of the many products commemorating what I said to you that night at the Academy Awards, so you never forget it again, like this T-shirt, or this coffee mug, or this coffee mug, or this coffee mug.
He flipped Trump's own strategy back on him, turned the feud into revenue, sold the merchandise, and called the whole thing a blessing. The audience roared because Kimmel had just done to Trump precisely what Trump does to everybody else. Part 6. Why it works. Here's what this feud reveals that the outrage machine never manages to understand. Every time Junior unleashes a furious rebuttal, he reminds millions of viewers that the joke hit its mark. Every time Trump revisits the Oscars at yet another rally, he delivers Kimmel a fresh clip. Every time the machine publishes a fabricated story about officers and offenses, the audience leans in closer to the person calmly presenting the documentation. The heir to the operation got loud because loudness is the only currency he has remaining. In a media landscape that rewards whoever shouts hardest, Kimmel keeps his tone even, keeps his files in order. He lets the family bring the material week after week. The audience doesn't share these clips out of anger. They share them because they feel a sense of relief. Someone finally put into words the spectacle they've been made to sit through. Subscribe if you believe clarity cuts deeper than noise. Turn on notifications if you think documentation outlasts rallies.